At the end of the second chapter of the book of Job, we read, "When they saw him from a distance, they did not recognize him, and they raised their voices and wept aloud. They tore their robes and threw dust in the air upon their heads. They sat with him on the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and no one spoke a word to him, because they saw that his suffering was very great." Their friend Job was suffering grief because of all his losses, but also physical pain. And it seemed particularly strange to his friends because he was such a good man and such things should not happen to someone like him. So when they heard about his calamities, they decided to come and try to comfort him. A few thoughts on this passage. Their intentions were good. They meant to be of help to him. Their remorse and their compassion were genuine. But as for many well-intentioned comforters, when they began to speak, they were not always helpful. The words that they said sometimes were even rather hurtful. People can say harmful things, even though they mean to be good and helpful to the person who suffers. Their silent presence for 7 days and 7 nights may have been some help to Job. At least we can say that it maybe gave him the courage that they were paying attention and listening to him so that he could open up and express his difficult lament in the following chapter, in chapter 3. Sometimes a quiet presence is the best that we can do for people who suffer. Many commentators have noted that this was perhaps the best counseling that they did for Job. When the friends tried to find explanations for why a good person like Job should suffer, they tended to think of someone to blame. Is it God? Is it other people? Is it demonic forces? Or is it perhaps the sufferer herself or himself? And so when people move in that direction, it is not always helpful, and it certainly was not helpful to Job. And so as their conversations continued, their value to Job, their help to him, went steadily downhill.